Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about this look here. This is for those of you with beautiful green eyes. I really wanted to create a tutorial on how to make green eyes pop. I always feel like a brown smoky look always makes a green eye really stand out, so that is what I went for today. I tried out lots of new products as well, and I even stayed away from my signature nude lip and I went for something a bit more bold. So whether you have green eyes or not, if you want to see how I got my makeup like this, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start by putting some lip balm on my lips, and this is the Dr. Paw Paw Original Balm. I used this in my last video and I actually really liked it. I think I'm using a liquid lipstick today, so that is why I want to prime my lips. Because when you wear a liquid lipstick, it shows up every dry patch on your lips, so making sure they're nice and hydrated. For foundation, I'm using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and I'm in the shade 3.5. Just gonna take about 1 to 2 pumps of this and just dot it on my face. I want to go for quite a light coverage. I don't really like wearing too much foundation, so actually 1 pump is even quite a lot for me. Then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and blend that out. I like to use the beauty blender to blend out my foundation as well, because you get a much lighter coverage when you use it. It kind of picks up all the excess product so that your foundation doesn't look too cakey. Then for concealer, I'm taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and I use the shade Custard. I'm just going to dot that under my eyes. And then I'm just going to put a bit on my forehead today as well, and on my chin. Then I'm taking Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and I'm just going to blend that out. I like to blend the concealer right into the corner of my eyes because that's where I get a lot of darkness. Then sometimes I just use my finger to pat it out. Then I'm taking my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and then I'm just taking whatever is in the lid and setting my concealer with that. I'm moving on to bronzer now, and I'm going to use the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And I'm going to take this Model's Own contouring brush, and then I'm just going to use this to contour. I prefer to pat the product into my face rather than swipe it, just so that we don't move the foundation underneath, and this also just helps to blend it out really, really nicely as well. This is a really great brush for contouring because it gives you a really nice defined line. So I'm just adding it onto my cheekbones, on my forehead, like on my temples, hairline. You want to try and keep the centre of your face quite bright. Put a bit under my chin, under my jawline. Really love this Chanel bronzer. It's so easy to blend out. Don't forget to blend it down your neck as well, and also on your ears. I'm going to move on to my brows now, and I'm using this MAC brow pencil and I use the shade Strawberry Blonde. Today I think I'm going to brush my eyebrows up just to give them a really nice natural kind of fluffy full look. So I'm taking the spoolie end of the brush and brushing all the brow hairs up. Then taking the pencil end, I'm going to start by just drawing a line at the beginning of my brow really, really lightly. And then I'm going to kind of follow that line into the arch of my brow, and then down onto the tail of my brow. And then I'm going to use feathery strokes and just like push the brow hairs up. And I'm not really adding any definition to the top of my brow. Where the brow hairs are pushed up, if you draw a line on top of your brow, then you're going to lose that nice fluffiness that we've created by pushing the brow hairs up. So you just want to fill in and define the bottom line rather than on the top of the brow. To set my brows, I am using the Maybelline Brow Drama, but I'm using my L'Oreal brush because, as I told you in my last video, I just do not get along with the brush that comes with this Maybelline one. So I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Plumper brush with the Maybelline product. I don't know why I just don't buy a new one. So I'm just brushing the brow hairs up. What I also love about setting my brows as well is that It gets rid of any harsh lines that you might have created with the pencil, and it just really blends the product into your eyebrows. So I'm going to move on to eyes now, and I'm using this Model's Own eyeshadow base. And I've never used this product before. I never actually use eyeshadow bases. This one's really nice how it comes with a wand. I just don't use eyeshadow bases because I don't usually wear very heavy eye makeup, so I just don't really feel the need for them. But I thought I'd try this one out today. It's nice and light on the eye. It's not too like thick and cakey. Like it's not as thick as a concealer. And then I'm going to use the Model's Own pressed powder to set that. Just using a fluffy brush by Vanity Planet. This powder's very velvety. So I'm going to go for like a brown smoky eye today to really enhance the greenness of my eyes. And I'm going to use my favourite Z palette with my 3 favourite Makeup Geek shades. This one unfortunately had an accident and broke. But I'm going to use Frappe first, and I'm using a fluffy brush by MAC. And I'm going to put this into the crease of my eye just as our base colour. And I'm going to wing it out at the corners. And what this is going to do is help to elongate our eyes. So I'm just taking a small amount of product at a time, and then I'm just going to build on the colour. Wing it out at the edge. I think for green eyes, using browns really brings them out. It's a really complementary colour for green eyes. And then as we're here with Frappe, I'm just going to take a pencil brush and run this under my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take this shade here, and this is called Mocha, again by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to start by putting this on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just using this brush by Vanity Planet to buff that out. If you start with a really small amount, it's much easier to blend out, and then you can always add more product to darken and define it. And then I'm bringing this up and following that wing shape that we created with Frappe to blend it out. Then I'm taking this fluffy brush by Vanity Planet, and this is a clean brush, and I'm just blending that out. I'm going to keep switching between these 2 brushes. You don't want to take this any further in than halfway into your lid from about here. And then I'm just going to follow that wing that we created with the Frappe eyeshadow just to buff it out. Then I'm just going to go in with a pencil brush, and I've picked a bit more of Mocha up. And I'm just going to get a bit more darkness just right in the corner there. Then I'm putting a bit of Frappe on this clean brush, and I'm just darkening that up. Then I'm going back in with my pencil brush, and I'm putting Mocha under my lower lash line. And I'm just going to smoke that out. And I'm going to bring that quite close to the inner corner of my eye as well. Then I'm going to go in and take a little bit of pocket change on a flat brush. And this is going to go in the inner corner of my eye. It's this gorgeous gold metallic-y shade. And this is one of Makeup Geek's foiled eyeshadows, so it's really, really pigmented. I'm also going to take this down just under my eye here. So now I'm just taking a standard black eyeliner, and I'm going to put this in the waterline of my eye. And I'm also going to do my tight line as well. Then I'm just going to take my pencil brush and a bit more of Mocha just to darken that even more. And then I'm dipping back into Frappe and just lightly going over it just to soften it a little bit, because Mocha's quite dark and Frappe's a really nice warm shade. Moving on to mascara, I'm using my Elizabeth Arden mascara. This has been my favourite mascara for ages now. It just makes my lashes really, really long without them all like clumping together. So that is my mascara done. You can add some to your bottom lashes if you like, but I just prefer mine without. So then I'm going in with MAC's Global Glow, and I'm just going to use this to warm up my face a bit and just to give me a little bit more of a glow. And I'm kind of almost using this as like a blush. just to make my cheeks a little bit more radiant. Then I'm going to add some highlight, and as always I'm using my iconic strobing stick, and I just like to take this on my finger and pat it onto my cheekbones. And then I'm also going to take this flat brush from the Vanity Planet brush collection, and I'm just going to put this under my brow bone. And also some of my Cupid's bow. So now I'm going to move on to the lip. Now I'm really torn between leaving it like a nudie pink like this, and all I did was use my L'Oreal lip liner in the shade 630 Beige Anew, and I just lined my lips with this and then just mixed it in with the lip balm that I already have on. And I think it's really, really pretty. This is definitely the safe option that I would normally go for, and if I was going out I probably would just wear this nude colour. But I got these liquid lipsticks in the post, and these are from Ciati London, and there is this most amazing brown shade, and I normally wouldn't wear anything like this, but I tried it on earlier and I just thought it looked really, really cool. So I think I'm gonna pair this lip with this eye look and see how it goes. So this liquid lipstick says it is a liquid velvet lipstick, and I think they are supposed to dry matte. I did put them on earlier and it was really, really easy to apply. Like, the colour is amazing, so I'm going to give it a go again now. It has a really nice brush, so you can be really, really precise when you apply it. Such a gorgeous colour. It is not streaky at all either. I'm just following the natural shape of my lips with this as well. This is something I would never wear, but I love it. The colour is just beautiful. It really complements the brown smoky eye that we've done. Makes my lips look really big as well. And it feels really comfortable on my lips. This is quite a daring colour for me anyway. I normally only ever wear like nudes and pinks, but I actually love this colour. I'm going to finish off by using some of the Model's Own Makeup Fixing Spray. I'm just going to spray this all over my face. So that is it for this tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching. I'm so happy with the way this look turned out, and I'm so pleased that I went for the dark lip over my safe zone of nude shades. As always, all the products that I used throughout the video will be listed below, and if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!